North End District, a new zoning district for Maplewood. The City of Maplewood is proposing the creation of the North End Zoning District to guide future development and redevelopment in the area around the Maplewood Mall and St. John's Hospital. This area was identified in the 2040 Comprehensive Plan as an opportunity site, where a mix of uses and pedestrian-oriented development would support and benefit from the availability of transit, including the future Rush Line bus rapid transit. In 2019, the city adopted the North End Vision Plan. This plan set the parameters and design principles for the area, including exploring the potential for future phasing and full redevelopment. The North End Zoning District project has taken the guidance of the 2040 Comprehensive Plan and the North End Vision Plan and established a new zoning district to achieve the community's mission. In this presentation, we will go over the existing North End area, the vision for the North End District, approaches to the new zoning district, and next steps. The existing North End area is bordered by White Bear Avenue, Beam Avenue, Hazelwood Street, and County Road D. There is major redevelopment and infill development potential around Maplewood Mall and Birch Run Station. The North End area is close to regional trails, but there are few interior trails or connections to existing regional trails. The area is dominated by auto-oriented retail businesses. The existing uses are spread out with vast parking areas between places. There is little to no pedestrian or bicycle access throughout the area. The area is an urban heat island, which increases energy costs and air pollution levels. The Maplewood 2040 Comprehensive Plan guided the North End for mixed-use community. This area is intended for commercial retail, service businesses, offices, and high-density residential uses. The plan for the area calls for active ground floor uses and supports transit investments. This land use guidance allows for flexibility in development, with the Maplewood Mall area as a center of redevelopment, with a focus on high-quality site design. In 2019, the city adopted the North End Vision Plan. The plan is a shared community vision that addresses short and long-term opportunities for change in Maplewood's North End neighborhood. It is intended to be a guide for how the public and private sectors can make future investments in the North End that are sustainable and resilient while at the same time meet the needs of the community. The North End is a local and regional activity center characterized by a diverse mix of sustainable land uses, where people of all backgrounds can safely and easily come from near and far to gather for purposes of obtaining goods and services, wellness, work, recreation, socialization, learning, and living. The long-term vision plan shows a possible full redevelopment of the North End area. There are design guidelines which focus on helping development that occurs achieve the long-term vision plan by identifying street design, building design, and open space design. The overview to the zoning approach is flexibility, and that is in allowing different types of uses and flexibility in the phasing of development. The regulating plans focus on standards for the street type and with a focus on parks and open space. Uses that are permitted: residential uses such as townhouses and row houses, apartments, and residential located above other uses. Institutional and civic uses, and commercial uses such as retail, services, offices, and hotels. This district recognizes that development will happen over time, with many players involved. This requires new development and redevelopment to follow standards of the new North End zoning district. It allows for the expansion of existing structures as long as it does not conflict with the proposed future street network, and it meets the existing non-residential development standards of the code. The plan highlights street types found in the area. Minor arterials and major collectors surround the district as well as county roads. There are local connector streets, existing and proposed corridors along with city streets, and neighborhood main streets, focus of the district activity and the proposed city streets. There are neighborhood internal streets, which provide site access and could be a city or a private street. The open space network and types in the regulating plan provide for a greenway extending through the district, neighborhood parks at 3 key locations, and pocket parks, interspersed in future development. Street design standards are based on street type with an emphasis on comfortable and safe facilities for pedestrians and bicyclists. There is a strong relationship between public open space in the right-of-way and adjacent private open space. The site design standards are based on street type. Build-to-zone for street frontage requires placement of buildings within a set area adjacent to the front property line. For example, neighborhood main streets would be 5 to 15 feet. The building placement standards are as follows: a minimum side yard of 5 feet, minimum rear yard of 5 feet, and a minimum street frontage, where the amount of building within build-to-zone ranges from 40% to 80% based on the street type. The off-street parking and loading standards regulate parking placement and design, the required parking spaces, required bicycle parking, and screening standards. The building design standards are based on street type. Building size standards regulate the building height, the upper floor's step back, and the maximum building length. There are building facade standards which guide where the principal entrance placement, maximum spacing of entrances, minimum facade articulation, and minimum ground floor transparency. The North End District Design Guidelines provides developers and property owners an understanding of the feel of the area. It includes guideline statements and precedent imagery examples, and staff's formal development review will note where the guidelines were incorporated. The next steps for this project: answer any questions of property owners, developers, tenants, and neighbors. Distribution of the formal public hearing notice to consider the establishment of the new district. Hold the public hearing at the Planning Commission. And finally, consideration for approval by the City Council. For questions, please contact us. Thank you.